how to live in the end. And when people say just assume it is true, just think from it and start living in the end and start living from the end and believe that it is true. There are so many phrases when you start learning how to consciously manifest, and we fall into that loop of searching and thinking that whether we are doing something right or something wrong, and we start struggling with consciously manifesting. So we will talk a lot more about this and also how to overcome it. But before that, hello, my visionaries. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Vibing with Vision. Here I talk about my manifestation journey and information on law of assumption from my perspective. So the main question, how to live in the end. But before we understand that question, it is very important to understand law of assumption. It is very important to just have that one video and one content where you know that, okay, this is law of assumption and I have to apply it. And then we can talk more on how to live in the end. Law of assumption is nothing. It's very simple. It is just assuming it is true. Now, yes, when we say it, it sounds very simple that, yeah, just assume it's true. But it is very difficult when we try to understand it and when we try to apply it. I know I'm saying as a YouTuber that it is very difficult, but sometimes you feel it is difficult, right? I mean, for me, it is very simple. For people who preach about it or practice it, it becomes very easy for them. But when we are learning and when we already are struggling, it becomes very difficult. And that's the reason we start searching videos and, posts, whether there will be some moment that it will click for us. And I'm talking this all from my experience that I was like this 1 year before, and see today where I am. I'm able to manifest everything. I can manifest all my desires, and every desire I manifest, I just feel as good and as happy as I used to feel initially. So yes, it is just the matter of changing that mindset and changing how you think about yourself and also things around the topics or the desires you want. Whenever you get any doubt that how do I assume, and when we talk about law of assumption, just think about your past decisions and your past assumptions that you have made. You just have to assume in the same way. During that time, did you think whether I'm assuming right or not? No, right? If you wanted to assume something negative, you were very fast about it. Like, yeah, I never get the money I want. Simple. You just assumed that you will never get it. It was based on only one day, and you attached a meaning and you assumed it for your entire life that I will never get what I want. Be it money, SP, relationship, job, or whatever. One day of struggle and you just name it and attach it saying that you will never get it. Wasn't that easy for you to assume that? Similarly, now you have to assume in a positive way. That's where your mindfulness and awareness will come into picture. Whenever you start observing yourself and you become aware of your thoughts, you will know that, okay, here I was thinking in a negative way. I was assuming a negative thing for myself, which I don't want to, and that's not true. Just say that it is not true. Now I'm fine. Now things are getting better, and now everything I get instantly. Start doing that. I know initially you will feel difficult. It will be like a bit of forceful or stressful for you, but after 2-3 days, it will become a habit and then it will become natural to you. Once you start assuming like the positive ways and the positive things about your life, you will automatically start living in the end, because that's what persistence is. And that's what, when we say persist in the fact that you already have it, it's like living in the end. It's like once you've assumed that it is true, and just be the person you are who has it. You don't have to stress about it. The moment you start stressing about it and start thinking or looking for it, that means you are being the person who doesn't have it. Let's say if I have a phone, and I always give this example about phone because it becomes very easy for people to relate. So whenever you have a phone with you and you know that you have your phone with you, or the moment when it is a bit on the table and you're studying, does it take away that you don't have your phone? No, right? Will you start looking in other rooms and uh, other places that where is my phone? Where is my phone? Where you know it's your phone and you know you have it, you will not start looking for it because you already have it. And that's what you have to do for all of the desires. That once you know you have it, that means you just have it. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to wait until you get it. We always see people saying that persist until you get it, wait until you get it, have that patience, have that persistence. No, why to wait? Why do you have to wait? If you already have it, you don't have to wait. You don't have to persist until you get it. You have it. That's the reason when our subconscious mind is in conflict, when once a day you say that you have it, and after 5 hours or 6 hours you start searching where it is. I don't have it. You think about searching for a technique because your mind is saying to you that okay, you don't have it, you have to search or look for another technique. And that's the reason I say that if you do all these things, you're not living in the end. To live in the end is like being the person who already has it. You don't have to constantly search or look for techniques or look for any videos. Make this a decision that this is the last video, or for that any matter. If you look for one video, make a decision that that's the last video you will see about law of assumption. Make it like a challenge. Do it like a fun game that, okay, for 1 week, I will stop searching, I will stop looking, and I will be the person who I want to be. Take this as a challenge, take this as a fun game, and see how beautifully you can manifest anything in your life. Don't make it sound very complex that, oh, how should I live in the end? It is very simple. You just have to assume it is true, just how you were assuming for your past circumstances. Similarly, you have to assume now and assume it in your favor and just live happily. And that's how it is to live in the end. There is no rocket science in it that you have to look for techniques that how do I live in the end? No, there is no technique on how to live in the end. It is just assuming, deciding it's true for yourself and living the life you want to live happily, peacefully, whether you get it in reality or not. Why I say that whether you get it in reality or not, because once you assume it's done and you already have it, you will get it no matter what. That's the byproduct. So you don't have to worry. I don't worry whether I will get it or not. Why I always say that I will be happy no matter what, because I know I'm going to get it. I'm so sure that nothing can come in between if I've assumed it's true and if I know it's true. Nothing can ever come in between. Mountains will move if they have to. So go ahead, assume openly, assume whatever comes to your mind. Don't put any limitations that, oh, I cannot assume this because I'm not even near to that particular desire. Oh, you can assume it. You never know what will come to you in what way. So just assume it. Keep your mind open to all the assumptions, to all the possibilities. Everything in life can happen and change. Circumstances do not matter. So there is no technique to live in the end. It is just you being the person who already has it and just live your life happily. And that's the only thing to live in the end. There is no feelings, nothing. Just live in the end. Be a person, be a human, be natural to it. And yeah, don't stress about it. So that's it for today. I know this will help you in your manifestation journey, and there are a lot of videos which I have uploaded on my channel which can help you with your journey. So do check out if you want to. Until we speak next time, keep manifesting and keep thinking in your favor. Bye-bye.